the Gertrude Breithaupt Jupp Milwaukee Downer Class of 1918 Outstanding Service Award. And really exciting to actually be part of the process of celebrating with the two of you and your contributions to this institution. Pretty extraordinary. Let me start with Ruth. Ruth Legler Quelrich. Did I Qualrich? Qualrich. Thank you. Ruth.
You can blame him.
Qualrich. Thank you. She's a member of the Milwaukee Downer Class of 1955. One of the wonderful parts of reunions this year is that we are celebrating the combination of Milwaukee Downer and Lawrence into Lawrence University. Something that I would argue we don't celebrate enough. It was a pivotal moment in the university's development. Not only a time where the knowledge of us and I would say our footprint in Wisconsin grew dramatically, but it was also a time where we reinforced our roots as both a college of women and men. As I think all of you know, Lawrence College was the second coeducational institution in the country. And with Milwaukee Downer, a women's college, we got to reinforce that tradition. Many people ask me, what brought you to Lawrence? And I would say one of the reasons that I came to Lawrence is as a person who went to a historically women's college as an undergraduate. My undergraduate experience was defined by some of the themes I would say are connected to women's colleges. A more nurturing environment for students, a place where individual students really stand out and an environment is created where they can thrive. A place where competition is important, but also collaboration is also extremely important. And I would say this combination really reinforced those themes. As I heard this afternoon, that combination wasn't as smooth as I was told. Actually, Ruth told me that it was just announced on campus. There was actually no public conversation or anything else. It was just announced in the student newspaper. Is that right? Or how was it announced?
Well, in the public newspaper.
In the public newspaper it was announced. And that's how the students and faculty found out about the combination. And it really is with Ruth and some of her other Downerite leaders who allowed us to live past that bumpy moment in the consolidation. Really, Ruth and you and others really brought the Downerites into Lawrence wholeheartedly and made us a fuller, more rich community. So thank you so much for this. And it's a pleasure to give you this award on the 50th anniversary. So I will read Cindy's proper name for one time only, Cynthia Liebig-Reff. But I've always known her as Cindy. In fact, you've never said Cynthia to me ever. And my first experience with Cindy, or one of my first experiences with Cindy, was I was sitting in my office at Princeton about a year ago, and my executive assistant comes in and says, "Mark, you have a box from someone from Lawrence." So I open it up, and what did I get from Cindy and Chuck but beer steins for the Viking Road. With very own numbers underneath. Actually, really sweet for Cindy and Chuck. Both David and I got beer steins. So, of course, there was a lot of hay in Princeton, New Jersey. The first present I get from Lawrence University from Wisconsin is beer steins. It was very hard for me to live that down. I think that present really touched the extraordinary parts of who Cindy is. This personal connection, right? the new president she barely met or knew, and wanting to welcome him in a very, very personal and intimate, supportive way. But I think also one of the extraordinary things about Cindy and Chuck is they are the university's boosters. At almost any athletic event, Cindy and Chuck are present and they're cheering on the community. They are there with their warmth, with their enthusiasm, whether we are doing really well or in the past couple of years when we've been doing very poorly. Cindy has been a rock in representing the institution and supporting us through thick and thin. So it is just an absolute honor to give you this award in 2 days as well. Really a pleasure.